Hey y'all. Hey. Welcome back. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm looking at two cameras right now. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on my Keena's Corner page on Facebook. So if you are not following them, please do so for me. I'd appreciate it. Hey Auntie, thank you for always coming in, girl. Appreciate you for coming by, for stopping by for another little episode. Hey Ma. So hey y'all. Welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Here on Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. If you're here, of course, like I always say, leave a comment. Let me know you're here. I'll catch your comment at the end. So stick around. I'll catch it if you say something in the middle of me speaking on this topic. Um, Give me a like, a share, and subscribe as well if you have not done that. I'd appreciate that too. So tonight is season 3, episode 6. Season 3, episode 6. So I'll just say that, and you already know this about me. A lot of topics that I speak on, y'all, I have dealt with like personally, not everything, but a lot of it I can relate to, or it's something that I've actually dealt with. And this is one. So like this episode tonight, if you read it or if you did not read it, it's Heartbreak. It teaches us lessons, but I hate the after effects, right? So I'm here tonight just because, like, this past week, and this is how I come up with a lot of my episodes, literally just by living life, literally by living life and going through things. So just last week, this past week, I said that, I said the same thing that it does teach us lessons, but I hate, in a way, it's like I kind of hate that I actually did get my heart broke. And tonight I'll kind of discuss why. So, of course, first and foremost, like I always say, I'm a positive person. I always choose to see the positive side to everything. I think there is a positive side to everything if you just choose to see it that way. And I feel like I am where I am right now for a reason. Like I'm supposed to be here. Everything that I've gone through, it had to happen for a reason. So I believe in my life, this is where I'm supposed to be. The heartbreak that I went through, I was supposed to go through it, whether I didn't see it or not, or I don't understand it or not. I'm where I'm supposed to be. And that's how I feel about life. That's how I view things and um, hardships that I go through. Um, Honestly, and somebody asked me too, we was talking about this last week, do I have any regrets? Honestly, I don't, because like I just said, I feel like the things that I've gone through so far in my life, I was supposed to go through. I've learned from them. I've learned lessons from the things that I've gone through. The only regret, if I have any regret that I would have, is not knowing my worth sooner. That's it. But the things that I went through, the trials, the tribulations, the obstacles, it just taught me lessons and taught me things about myself that I really don't think I would have learned otherwise. So no, really, I don't have any regrets other than me, just me. It's a self thing, me not knowing my worth sooner than what I did or what I learned. The things that I accepted, the things that I tolerated, because I have accepted some things. I ain't never gonna be a big person, bigger than person, or come on here and lie to you and tell you that I ain't accept nothing. The thing about it is I grew from it. I learned from it, right? I've accepted some things, I've tolerated some things, and had I not gone through it, I never would have learned. So I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to say it. Um, I'm moving kind of fast. Had I not gone through the things that I went through, like I wouldn't be able to encourage other people. Like I wouldn't be able to motivate other people and speak life into other people had I not gone through it. Like I'm still open to love. I say this often. I do want love. I crave love. I'm open to it. I still want the soft life, right? I still want that. I do want a man to come in that's gonna love me properly. I'm always gonna be a hopeless romantic. I always believe that there's somebody out there for me, just like I feel there's somebody out there for you too. Just because you got your heart broke don't mean that you give up on it. That's what I believe, right? But I'm just gonna be honest, I've definitely become a little colder. And that's why I'm here tonight. I've definitely become colder. I have. I sat with myself this past week and it took that, like I realized it. Literally, this is me talking to somebody last week. I sat by myself and I was like, damn. Hmm. And that's not where I want to be. But I've realized that that's what's that's what's happened to me. Heartbreak has it made me colder. right? Simply put, like my tolerance, y'all, my tolerance for bullshit is gone. It's gone. It's pretty much like non-existent. Like I don't have it anymore. I don't have it. My tolerance for BS is gone. It's almost like that thing where people like, baby, if you breathe wrong around me, I'm done. You're out. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Like, and I've never been like this superficial type of person who only looks at a person for like the outside, their physical appearance. I've never been this type of person to look at somebody and like what they have on or the way that they look or something like that. I don't let that determine what kind of person they are. I've never been that type of person, right? But I even now I found myself doing it. I have. It's like honestly, it's like I'm finding like everything and every reason not to open up to a person. I don't like that because it shouldn't be that way. Heartbreak, y'all. Heartbreak will do it. It's definitely made me colder. Like I think subconsciously, like without thought, we talked about that. Like I put a guard around my heart. It's like I'm standing with armor trying to protect my heart. That's what I'm doing. And I know that it should be protected. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to be overprotected as well. There's a line. And I feel this is where I am in my life right now. The 3 years, in the 3 years that I've been single, just about 3 years almost, y'all. I've been on dating apps. I've conversed with, different guys. But it's like honest to God, I don't take a lot of them serious. I don't. Like y'all, I'm to the point I don't even save numbers no more because I know it ain't gonna go nowhere. And I know it's like that's a bad attitude to come in it with, but that's truly just how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like most of them just come with a bunch of bullshit. I, I really do, and I don't want to be there. And every time, mostly when I feel that, it always turns out to be true. But tonight, what I'm here to say, and I'm speaking to myself too, as always, I'm here to say that even if you were heartbroken, if you've gone through anything, there's still better out there for you. Remember, and I'm always gonna say, it's always your mindset and how you carry yourself and how you view yourself and whether you know your worth or not. So I'm here to say that you cannot let life's circumstances, whether you got your heart broken or not, whether you're sitting in pain right now, how much you've gone through, you cannot let life's circumstances change you. You can't. You can't because things are gonna keep happening in your life. It's just about what you do about it after you got your heart broken and whether you learn something from it. That's the point of lessons in life. And for me, I honestly don't think like I think after you get your heart broken, I feel like it's never gonna be the same. Like I don't think it's gonna mend like back the way that it was prior to you getting it broken. To me, that's like trust. It's like L for trust. Perfect example, a shattered glass, right? Yeah, I mean, you can put it back together. You can put it together, but I still don't think that it's quite the same. So that's truly how I feel about a heart being broken, right? That's exactly how I feel about it. So I do believe as well, heartbreak does change you. It does. I believe it. What I pray though is that my heartbreak, what I went through, that it elevates me, right? And anyone who's gone through it. And it's tough. I know it's tough, but don't give up and try to make it harder for the next person. That is easier said than done. Yes, you got your heart broke. I know it hurt. Lord knows I know it hurt. It hurts. It feels like for real. It feels like a physical pain, like somebody has actually just set a big ass 18 wheeler on your chest. I get it, right? But still, you've got to be, if true love is what you seek in life, you still got to be open to it. Try not to make it harder for the next because everybody is not the same. I know it's cliche and you hear it all the time, but it's the truth. So tonight, honestly, this episode is for me too, and I hope you somebody out there can relate. When your heart gets broken, it feels literal, for real. Like I just said, it feels like your heart did actually break into pieces inside your chest. It does. It did for me. It did for me. You are the person, right? You're the person that's going to be left to pick up these pieces. and you're the person that's got to try to move on. It's not going to be the same. Never. Where I am now, I just feel like my tolerance for bullshit, y'all, it's extremely low. Like I said, it's pretty much non-existent because I'm tired of the same lines, like lines that guys are coming with. Like guys who seem like they are the same lies as well. I'm sick of like mediocrity. Like I don't want a mediocre relationship. Like if you cannot match my energy, then why are you here? If you cannot or you are not willing to reciprocate, then why are you here? Reciprocate. Like if you can't give me what I give you, then why are you here? If you are not coming to help me light my load, then why are you here? If you are coming with burdens, do not freaking come. Right? I got two kids. I'd be damned if I let another like grown man child come in my house. I don't need you. Like if you coming with it. If you know you coming to try and play me, you got the right game actually, but you got the wrong woman. Unfortunately, it won't work here. That's where I am now, right now in life. I'm telling you, like if you ain't coming to love me properly, then why are you coming? At this, yeah, please pass me by. Please pass me by. My tolerance just ain't there no more, y'all. For me to settle, then like for anything less than what I know I deserve, just period. That's how I feel. Like I've literally gotten this mode where I learned that I can function on my own, and that can be a little dangerous too. That could be a little dangerous for men and women. When you make it to that point, you make it out of something and you know you can function on your own, shit, you really be feeling like I can do this by myself. I do not need you. Don't come here fucking playing with me. That's what you feel like. That's where I am. I know I can function on my own. And I had to go through things to learn this because I did not know this at one point, y'all. I've learned that I am actually independent, that I can do things on my own, that I can stand up on my own 2 feet and be just fine. I've learned that, but I still want and crave a man. I'm just not willing to settle for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not willing to do that. For me, I'm at that point like I'm shit. I was fine before I met you. I promise if you walk away, I'm still gonna be fine. I was fine before then, and I'm gonna be fine if you decide you want to do something else and leave. That's how I feel. That's where I am. So like I'm not giving up on it. The next one, yo, though, he's really gonna have to show me something, like show me something, and I'm gonna do the same. I don't mind reciprocating, given the energy that you give to me, right? I'm gonna do the same. But anything that's mediocre, anything that I've been through before, anything that I've heard before, any red flags, I will not ignore. I'm just not cool. I'm not settling. I'm not doing that. That's where I am. A little cold. Like I kind of hate I got my heart broke because in a way, like it did. I'm just cold now. But nevertheless, I learned a lot from it. I did. So now it's like what I'm looking for, you know, I know what I'm looking for now, and I know what to avoid though. That's the positive side of it. I know what I'm looking for and I know what to avoid. This time I won't ignore anything, any red flags, any signs, right? Trying to see the good in somebody. I won't do that anymore because I learned from it. That don't work. You ignoring stuff and trying to sweep it on the rug and act like it ain't bothering you. What you ignore, I promise you, is gonna come back up. If they were doing something prior to a step in your relationship, what I mean by a step is before y'all move in together, before you get engaged, before you get married. They were doing something prior to. I guarantee you, when you take that step, whatever that step is for you, it's gonna get worse, right? So I'm not willing to ignore any signs anymore, right? I refuse to make that same mistake twice. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I definitely can't blame you. That's fact. This is not just a saying. This fact. And those red flags, like now, I'm just more aware of. I know what I'm looking out for, right? I won't let them go acting like I don't see them. That's a problem. That is a problem when you act like you don't see them. This time, I feel as if it's gonna take me longer to actually trust someone. Because trust is something. Trust has to be earned in my book. You got to earn it. But for me, I'm still that type of person. I give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. But when you give me a reason not to, then we got issues. I feel like it's going to take me longer to do that now, though. I feel that it might actually take me longer to fall in love again. I do. Like that love at first sight shit is out the window, bro. It's gone. I'm going to need a few more looks this time around. I gotta look a I gotta look a little bit more this time around. And like I said, I'm so much more careful and cautious about like guarding my heart or even opening up to different people. I am, right? I know it's going to take, a lot of effort for somebody to get these walls down that I got guarding my heart, right? I already know that. And I know that like me being the way that I am, feeling the way that I do. So probably the way that I come off sometimes, I know that it makes me come off as tough, you know what I'm saying, and strong, and I'm not willing to love, or in some guys' eyes, too independent. I know how I come off, but actually I'm really the complete opposite. I am independent, right? You know, I am strong, I am tough, but I don't care. I didn't ask to be. I don't want to be all the time. But that's how I come off. I've simply been hurt. I know somebody feel that. I've simply been hurt. That's all. Our heart is fragile, right? Easy, like they got on the boxes with glass in it. It breaks easily. Or if you manipulate it enough, it will break. It's going to shatter. Our heart is fragile, y'all, and I'm just going to do whatever necessary I can to protect mine. And I hope you feel the same way, but don't get cold in the process. Because I'm cold. I didn't got cold, y'all, but I don't want to be here, right? I want love. I hope you do too, though. Even me protecting my heart, y'all, and noticing these red flags. Of course, it don't mean that, I won't get my heart broken again. I already know that. But I tell you one thing, y'all, it won't be because I ignored anything. That won't be the reason. If it were to happen again, I will learn. I'm going to learn something from that too. I learned a lot from what I've gone through. Anything that I go through, I try to learn something from it. I think that's how life goes. Learn the lesson about whatever you went through so you don't have to repeat it again, right? I just refuse to stop trying or to give up on love. That's something you'll never see me do. I don't care how hard it get, how tough it get. That's something you won't see me give up on. So after like heartbreak, I don't feel the heart is quite the same, y'all. But my heartbreak, it just made me stronger. I'm proud about that. It made me stronger. Just like I was in love before, y'all, I know the pain of heartbreak. I know that now. I know I have a big heart. And I got big energy to give somebody's son out there. But he's just gonna have to show me for real this time. And that's all fact. You're gonna have to show and prove this time. I know for me, I know I'm worth it. I know I'm worth it. I'm just a little bruised and damaged. And I know y'all get that too. A lot of us have been there. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is where you can't treat everybody the same because everybody is not the same. I know that. But understand that heartbreak will take you through emotions and the ones you never thought about. You never thought that you can go through literally in a matter of days or a matter of hours. That ain't no joke. That's not a joke. Every single one. When this happened to me, man, I went through sadness, anger. Ooh, I mean, it's a bunch pain. Like literally in an hour's time. Like heartbreak will or can affect you being able to trust other people in the future. That's what's so hard about it. You start not to trust people. Like you don't, they just coming to BS with you. So a lot of times you don't even give yourself a chance to open up to them because that's what you're feeling like. I'm not about to do this. I can't trust this person. I'm cool, right? When you get your heart broken, it's gonna be harder for you to form bonds with people. It's gonna be hard. You won't be like you ain't gonna even want to be around nobody when it happens to you. When it first happens to you, you ain't gonna want to be around nobody. And then when you finally do, y'all, you get your heart broken and you wanna sit by yourself for a minute. You wanna cry about it. You reminiscing. And you don't care to be around anybody. When you finally do get your chance to be around somebody, y'all, you probably there's a good probability that you still gonna feel alone. And that part right there is a killer. And I put this in here because I've actually dealt with this too, y'all. I literally, after this happened to me, for real, I know one time I went out, just trying to, be around people to get my mind off of it, just think about something else, just to laugh a little bit. I was in a room full of family, y'all. A room full of family. I still felt like I was sitting there in a room by myself. I did. There are times where you're gonna try to fill that void. You're gonna want to know if you still got it. I did this too. You be out there trying to get you some, trying to have sex, y'all to see if somebody still wants you because you don't feel wanted after a heartbreak. You feel insecure after heartbreak. You start to wonder if it was something that truly that I did, to cause whatever caused it. But even in me doing that, y'all, what I found was that me out there trying to fill that void, trying to see if I still got it, trying to feel my insecurities, Sex did nothing for me. It still can feel a hole that I had in my heart. I just knew, as bad as I didn't want to, I just knew I was gonna have to sit there and sit in my pain so I could heal myself. I had to deal with my hurt. So, um, heartbreaks they can have a negative effect on your confidence and your self esteem. You're gonna it's oh it hurts, y'all. You'll feel like you're gonna wonder if you're even attractive. Like, do people find you something nice to look at? You gonna question if you're lovable or if you have the ability of being loved. All of this will flow through your mind. I guarantee you. Heartbreak will have you feeling insecure, y'all, and that is a horrible feeling right there when you don't feel secure in yourself because of what you went through. That's a bad feeling. But on the bright side, heartbreak will allow you to grow if you choose to sit still and accept accountability, learn it, and then learn what you shouldn't tolerate any longer. That was good. Heartbreak will allow you to grow if you choose to sit still, accept accountability, and then learn what you shouldn't tolerate any longer. Heartbreak caused me to sit alone, y'all. I sat by myself and I did the work. I sat in solitude. I looked at myself like it was like a self reflection, like me looking in the mirror. I learned that I was not perfect and what I should work on. You should. That's one thing that you should be doing after maybe a breakup, or if you get your heart broken, it's something that you need to do, right? You're going to discover your own needs too, and then what you need and require from somebody else. But you got to sit there by yourself for a minute and try to learn that. Heartbreak also makes us resilient. On the bright side, on the bright side, heartbreak makes us resilient. I love that, especially about women. Women are already resilient. Simply, you're going to learn how to bounce back. Like a rubber band, the elasticity. That's what women have. Heartbreak makes you have that, the ability to bounce back, right? Finally, heartbreak, y'all, will teach you empathy. I speak on empathy a lot because I am an empath. I just feel what people go through, right? Just to try to see or understand where people are coming from, just to sit in their shoes and try to understand is what I'm saying. Not that I, automatically or necessarily feel sorry for them, but I'm just trying to get it from their point of view. Well, I say often that you, like I said, you don't have to feel sorry for them, but you just should be able to put yourself in people's shoes and, just try to get it, right? Well, me being heartbroken is why I get to speak on this topic and on this platform. Me going through things. I don't take that for granted, right? Me going through what I went through, it built a tougher me, a tougher, stronger woman. Slowly but surely, y'all, I'm getting Kina back. But honestly, it's a better version. Fortunately, I get to share the new version with the world. I'm proud of it. I love y'all. Keep your head up and understand that, heartbreaks, they do hurt. It hurts. But they should help you learn. Like, you just gonna know what to look for. You should learn to be accountable, y'all, and realize that you are not perfect. You cannot blame this other person completely. Like, you can't tell me there wasn't one single thing that you thought you could fix about yourself. If you do, I'm gonna tell you this bullshit. Sit down and look at yourself as well. Look out. Look at yourself as well. Look in the mirror. Self reflect. You are not perfect, right? You'll learn that it does get easier. Heartbreak can make us cold. It's made me a little colder, y'all, but you just do what you can not to become this way. I don't want to be this way. I'm working on it too. This is not where I want to be, and I don't want that for you either. Just know that you will find yourself again. And if you were heartbroken, you're going to find you again, but it's going to be a much better version. That's my spiel. That's my spiel. I'm done. Hey, y'all. Who didn't I speak to before I started? Hey, Yon. Hey, baby. How you doing? My girl. Thank you, sis, Rana, for coming, man. I appreciate you. Look at my cousin in here. What up, cuz? Hey, sis. Hey, Tina. Hey, look, never settle. Absolutely, my love shit made me bitter. It was hard to. Yeah, it can do it now. Yeah, relationships can make you bitter, cold, all that kind of stuff, man. If we honest about it. Rana, sit still and heal. Girl, you learned something. You better say that. Sit still and heal. I appreciate y'all over here too on Kingdom's Corner podcast. I see y'all. I just been able to say nothing because I was talking. Y'all still in here? If you hear, say something to me before I get off. Anybody still here on YouTube and Keena's Corner Podcast on Facebook? Are you here? If you are, say hey or something before I get out of here. Hey or something, whether you enjoyed the episode, cat, dog, the sky, blue, some. That's right. That part. Sit still and heal. Thank you. Oh, you over there too, girl? You going back and forth. And I'm like this and this. Thank you so much. Did y'all enjoy tonight? I never really answered that question before I get off. Did y'all enjoy the episode? Hey, oh, hey, Miss Wilma. How you doing? Did you watch the whole thing? Okay, you enjoyed. Thank you, Auntie. Did y'all enjoy tonight? Let me know some. Scream at me. No, don't say Affleck. That mean duck. Hey, I'm all over. I love that. I tell you what, if for y'all that are still on Facebook, if you don't mind, share this video with somebody. This episode. Y'all that's in here on YouTube, I'm trying to grow. I'd appreciate your help. Tag somebody. Well, you can't tag nobody on YouTube, but send it to somebody. Tell them to come subscribe to my channel. I need y'all to know that I am growing. For the ones that keep coming back, y'all are really helping me. I appreciate you though, but you got to help me out too. Now, I started in December. Um, I had no subscribers on YouTube because, of course, I was like everybody else, just using YouTube to watch the videos. I had none. I'm almost at Actually, I think I'm one away. I'm I'm one away. I think from 215. And again, I started in December. On Spotify, I've made over 1,000 plays. I have 29 listeners on there. And Apple Podcasts, I have 67 followers or listeners. Um, and I think about the same amount of plays. So I'm trying to grow. So if y'all see something, just share it with somebody. Because a lot of y'all do come back faithfully and y'all are helping me, but I do need you to share my lives and, let somebody know about the channel. Send them a text or something like that. It'll be available in a minute when I get done. I'm about to edit this video. So send them to somebody. Let somebody know to come support your girl. Come support your girl. Well, again, man, I appreciate y'all. That's my spiel. I'm done. I thank you so much for tuning into season 3, episode 6. That's good. Season 3, episode 6 of Keena's Corner. I appreciate y'all. This is episode 26 in total. I hope you enjoyed tonight as much as I enjoyed delivering the message. I hope you learned something, took something away from it. Thank y'all so much for stopping by for another episode of Keena's Corner. I'm your girl, Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. I'm out. I'm signing out. I love y'all. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.